is taken to see the mysterious object, which has been dug out but it's still covered in ice. Following regulations, they're letting it melt off naturally, although they've noticed it's melting at an unusual rate. Both Girac and Julian think there's a chance the object may be extraterrestrial. Julian takes a closer look, and when he touches the ice, a mysterious energy goes up his arm and makes him revisit all the memories from the last few days. When Julian removes his hand, the skin is red. At that moment, Julian is found by Dr. Kate, who turns out to be his ex. She doesn't believe he can stay out of trouble but still begs him to behave since this project is important to her. That night, Julian dreams of something glowing inside the ice. He wakes up in the middle of the night when he hears a strange noise and comes out of his room, noticing a shadow sneaking around and tons of water on the floor. As he follows the trail, he senses something behind him and turns around, only for the mysterious energy to show him visions of the universe, the New Mexico incident, and strange creatures. At that moment, Julian wakes up again, unsure if he dreamed that or not. In the morning, Nyla shows Julian their experiment on genetically engineered food, which has allowed them to grow corn in the Antarctica. The temperature is quite warm in the cornfield, so the team works with few clothes on. Julian notices Kate gets along very well with Straub and gets jealous. In the meantime, a government agent and the Secretary of Defense are looking at Julian's, Garoc's, and Bachman's profiles. It turns out Julian got naughty with a student in the past, and that's why for a few years he left teaching, working for NASA instead. That student happened to be Kate. They also take a look at the signal NASA shared with them and discover it's identical to the one from 1947. At the base, Julian spends all his time studying the signal without making much progress. He's joined by Communications Officer Grisham, who shares how he found the signal coming from the ice. For lunch, the duo goes to the mess hall and Julian gets to meet the rest of the crew. They ask him about his job and Straub mocks him for believing in aliens. Sometime later, the crew discovers they're having a communication blackout, which happens often if there's a storm. Julian checks on the object and is amazed by how much the snow has melted, pointing out they can almost see the object itself now. Nyla thinks she can feel a low-grade impulse in her joints, but when she tries to